Welcome to our exterior renovation. I really have no idea what this series is going to look like because it's a big project.
That is insane. I didn't know that was going to happen.
My name's Sabrina, and this is my husband Andrew. In 2020, we bought a 1970s fixer-upper and have been slowly renovating the house, documenting the whole process on social media. We've done so much work, but one project we've always dreamed of tackling is completely transforming the exterior of our home and in turn, ditching our split entry. A split entry is also called a split foyer, where you walk in the front door and are greeted by a flight of stairs going up and down. It's arguably an undesirable style of home because of this feature and how they often look from the outside. But whether you love them or hate them, they're super popular where we live and are usually a cheaper option than other style homes.
What do you think of the split entry?
I grew up in a split entry, so I've experienced my fair share of living in a split entry, and I didn't like it as a kid, and I still don't like it as an adult. But there were so many things about this house that I did love, like the backyard or the 4 garages. So we were willing to work with the split entry and live with it, although this house does look freakishly like my childhood home, so that was always not in a good way though.
You open the door when somebody shows up and you walk backwards up the stairs to let them in, and there's no room to take your shoes off or anything, and it's just ugly from the outside.
Andrew and I spent months planning this project to totally transform our home and ditch the split entry entirely. Our front door is going to get relocated to the main floor, so we are adding a porch to the front to accommodate a higher front door. There are other design changes that come with this too, but you'll see all that soon. However, we reached a roadblock after submitting for our permit and learning of zoning issues with our original design. Because of our proximity to the property line, we aren't allowed to extend a front porch across the whole front of our home. So we went back to the drawing board, had our permits approved, and now we're ready to start renovating.
So we built the porch because we wanted a porch. We had no intentions of taking it down. There was nothing wrong with it, but plans changed, so it had to go.
Almost there. Whoa! I love the porch, although I do feel like the design didn't match the exterior as it was, with the skinny yellow brick, and something about it just always kind of looked off. Also, the gutters are purple, so maybe that's part of it too. It just didn't feel cohesive or look cohesive. What a beautiful day to be on the porch.
What porch?
It's just really fast. Like, tell me how you're feeling right now. Like, give me something.
Feeling good, feeling great. The porch came down super fast, super easy. Hopefully that sets the pace for this whole renovation.
That was good. After that was complete, we started digging the post holes for the new front porch. Tell them about your big holes.
The holes are pretty big.
So here's the post holes we'd been working on earlier. They're quite deep and quite big. So the posts are gonna go all the way up and support a brand new front porch. So this is what we've been up to all day long. Super exciting content. It's gonna be the first step in a very exciting makeover. We got a quote to do these posts, to have a company dig the post holes for this. $500 a post, including concrete. Andrew made the executive decision that we would just do it ourselves. Why don't we pay people?
Why would we pay for something we can do?
Digging the post holes actually wasn't as bad as it might have looked. We got it done pretty quickly, just with a shovel and ourselves. Something kind of interesting is every time we dig on our property, we always dig up some buried treasure. Broken pottery, broken dishes. We found a bunch in the backyard, and I found a bunch in the front yard too. Oh wait, add this to my collection. Lots of plates and kind of interesting ones. I'm collecting them, and I'm gonna turn it into a little mosaic planter or something. And then this I found buried at the bottom by our well. It says made in Canada. It's like the bottom of a glass bottle or jar. Pretty cool.
So originally there was 4 post holes that we had to dig, 16-inch diameter sonotubes, but at the bottom you have to pour a pad, square footing, and that was spec'd at 32 inches by 32 inches by 10 inches deep. So we just dug the holes a little bigger than 16 inches just so I could stand in there when you get to 4 feet, and then just dug around the bottom, kind of belled it out. It was a lot of work, but it wasn't too hot out, good weather, the ground's nice and soft, so we got it done and we saved some money there doing it ourselves.
Oh yeah. I was also able to save a worm while we were pouring the concrete. How poor little guy would have, that's a real horrible way to go.
Yeah.
Buried alive.
Yeah.
In concrete.
Fossilized.
No. The next day we had our windows delivered.
Window delivery day, y'all. Windows and doors are coming. We're gonna have them put the front window and back door in here because they're the heaviest and we don't want to carry them in from the garage. This is the information needed to build the trusses. I had all the measurements, I wrote everything on the wall because they had the guy come and verify everything just to be safe before they build them.
That's the new slope of the ceiling here. Andrew's little doodles. He's got everything drawn out on the wall since we have to get rid of this drywall anyway, because one of the new locations of a window will be right here. As you can see, he drew that out too. The new front door location will be here. So this window will get moved over and then we're gonna put a front door right here. And then this door will be gone and it'll be a window instead.
The window delivery went smoothly, everything was good. Now, of course, this is an additional thing to the split entry renovation, but if we're taking the whole house apart, we may as well change the windows too.
The windows I knew needed to be replaced anyways, so that's just part of the project.
Why not?
Windows are delivered. This will be our new kitchen window. And then this is our new front window. So it's gonna replace the current bay window. We are getting rid of the bay window.
This one is gonna go where the current front door is, just higher up.
Oh, so this is our new front door window. So in place of the current front door, it's gonna be this window here. All of them have the grills. I just think that that's a nicer look. Very exciting stuff.
We're doing the exterior too, so you don't want to put new trim or capping on old windows if you know they need replaced. It just doesn't make sense because then later down the road you're damaging your new siding or stone or brick or whatever you decide to put on your house to replace those windows, and you're making a mess a second time. Stay tuned, you'll see more.
Here's the lumber. So this will be our new front porch. This is the dumpster that's gonna hold all of the brick from our house.
Gosh, look at this weed. Focus. What do we think of this color combination? We're not completely sold on the siding, but I do really like it. It does kind of give off, it looks sort of different depending on the lighting. So it's like a bluey gray. It's not quite white. I didn't want like true white, but I do think that stone is pretty with a different color decking. Like, yeah, it's hard to explain, but not either of those. And then it was the moment we were waiting for all along. Bye bye brick.
Bye bye brick.
Bye bye brick. Why did you not like the brick?
I don't like the color, I don't like the shape, I don't like the size.
I'm all for a brick house. I love a good brick house, but not this brick. This is skinny brick, it's yellow brick. It just doesn't look good.
So today we're continuing to remove the brick. I already started yesterday on the front of the garage. It came down really easy. Easier than it should have. So we're gonna be taking the brick down on this wall and then the front of the house today. Bye bye brick. Bye bye. Frick's sakes, eh?
Painting the brick was never an option. We were never interested in doing that. And staining the brick we did consider doing, but then it's still going to have that same texture and size of what it currently is. So we were like, let's just get rid of the brick.
I'm gonna take this to like here.
Yep.
And then we'll clean that bit up.
Yeah, this is really not the worst work we've ever done.
Thankfully, the brick is coming off really nice. There's not a lot of brick ties holding it. Like, it's old, so obviously it's not gonna be the best.
We're gonna be able to reuse this retaining wall as well. We're gonna save this and use this at the greenhouse. So at least part of it. And then I was thinking maybe we could save some of the bricks as well and do something fun with the bricks. Like, I don't know, comment if you guys have ideas. I haven't quite decided, but the thought is there.
Mouse nest. Yeah, they chewed right through this old board. They made a little nest in behind the wall. Actually, that's bees. They frickin' put full bricks behind the here. Why? That's the air gap. Like, but they filled it all. Like, look. Full bricks shoved in behind the...
Oh, keep that. I need it for my mosaics.
All right, can't wait for that project. We've been going at it for hours. We're pretty much halfway there. It's coming out pretty easy. I found the best way to do it is to just take maybe 2 brick high, like 2 courses across, 4 feet roughly, and then you can just chip and it falls off.
Yeah, Andrew's been putting in a lot of work. It's kind of weird to be a 2-person job, but I guess I'm just the laborer here hauling the bricks.
Yeah, when I need you, you're there, so
Yeah.
You made a nice lunch for us. So that's nice.
Andrew just discovered a beehive. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Are you scared of bees?
Not scared of bees, I'm scared of getting stung by a bee. If that makes sense. That is insane. I feel like they'd be going crazy if there's
Yeah, no, I
anything
think
in
we're
there.
good.
And it just keeps going down. I didn't know that was gonna happen. It's going pretty well. It's a lot of work, it's tough, but I think I'll get through it 1 brick at a time.
I'm kind of having second thoughts. I really like the brick.
That couldn't have gone any smoother.
When it came time to remove the bay window, it wasn't what we were expecting.
Are you scared of mice?
Are you?
No.
I'm not scared of mice, but I am scared of finding them in places that I didn't expect to find them. Ew. Oh. Oh, hell no. Oh, we have evidence of mice. The bay window smelled so strong of pee that we suspected that there was probably mice living in it, although we'd never seen mouse poop in the house there.
No. We've never seen mouse poo in the house anywhere. And we've never, like, I don't know. Maybe it's old. Like it would still smell if there had been mice in there.
Oh my gosh. 9-hour check-in. I'm not feeling that great anymore, babe. 9th hour of taking down the brick. I was feeling it. I think I was feeling it more than you.
I was fine. It doesn't bother me. Labor doesn't bother me.
What's your favorite part about renovating with your spouse?
It's easy. It's free.
It's easy and free?
Yeah.
What about building memories, having
That too,
fun?
yeah. It's fun, you know, we get to build some memories, and then at the end of the day, we can say that we did it together. It's not like we hired someone to do it, or I did it, or she did it. Like,
Yeah.
we did it, and we were both part of it.
Yeah, there's no one I'd rather renovate than you.
You want to renovate me?
I want to renovate you.
We'll stop here.
All done. Well, almost all done.
Almost.
10 hours. The whole front of the house is done.
And the garage.
Oh yeah, in the garage.
Literally. Just this section is 50 times 10. What's that, 500? Times about 20 bucks. 500 times 20.
What's
that? 10 grand?
By taking the brick off ourselves, we save 10 grand.
Yeah, it's about 20 bucks a square foot.
Oh my gosh.
That's with disposal.
That's crazy.
But it's 400 bucks for a dumpster.
All right.
And that's
That
all
wasn't so
it cost
bad.
us. And $40 on Amazon for a chipping bit.
I was working so hard, I broke a hole in my favorite pink work gloves. You broke a hole in yours too? What the heck?
Same finger.
I think it's gonna be so nice to make this house look like what we've always wanted it to look like. It's gonna be our dream home, I think, by the end of this.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have enjoyed watching the first episode of this series. Hashtag ditching the split. I just made that up right now.
That's amazing.
I hope you guys have enjoyed watching the first episode of Ditching the Split. We have a whole lot more coming your way, so you guys are gonna wanna stick around. Every Sunday there will be a new episode, and you aren't gonna wanna miss it because this exterior makeover is crazy.
Oh yeah. And there's gonna be a lot happening very quickly. Like
Yep.
we're moving fast.
Oh yeah.
Next week on Ditching the Split.
Originally my thought was to just cover this, but it's bulged in a bunch of spots. There's holes in it everywhere. So I think we're better off just take it off for the little amount that's here and then just start fresh with the plywood.
Babe.
Pull straight back and it's gonna drop. 1, 2, 3.